This podcast contains excerpts from New Soul Radio shows. For the full listening experience with music, visit newsoulradio.com. That's NUSOL radio.com. This is Solsei.
The following thoughts and opinions do not represent New Soul Radio, Solsei and Company, or any of our affiliates, advertisers, or sponsors.
This is Marc May all day on the Marc May Show here on New Soul Radio, and I want to thank you guys for stopping by to listen to me today. I want to start this off with just something simple. Hey, how you doing? How was your week? How was your weekend? I hope everything that you had planned came through. I hope everything that you wanted to do, you were able to do. And if you weren't, I pray that you're able to do it at another time. I pray you always focus on the positive and learn from the negative. Bad things happen, but they don't have to describe your whole life. And I also want to ask you, how's your mental health? How are you feeling? How do you feel today? Sometimes we need to take some time and just think about ourselves. I know a lot of us like to help people and like to focus on being there for others, but you need to make sure to be there for you. Make sure that you're good. Take some time for yourself. That job will be there. Take off sometimes. Give yourself a day sometimes. Your family will be there. Let yourself get pampered. Let yourself go to a spa day. If it's going to get a haircut, if you just need some time to yourself once in a while, it is okay. I'm here to tell you it is okay and it is all right. A lot of us go through a lot of things in this life, and I've been talking to a lot of different people, and people have been coming to me and they ask me advice or they just want to vent. And a lot of times I have to tell them that, time heals all. And that's true in so many aspects. Now, that is just a simple phrase that doesn't solve all your problems. But a lot of times, if you just wait it out, a lot of situations will eventually be okay. If you continue to strive and push forward in life, if you just give it time, be patient, hold on, you'll be okay. That's the message I want to start this off here today. And I just hope that it's helpful to somebody out there who may be going through something, who may need just that little push, that little inch of inspiration to keep going and just not give up so easily and so quickly. Especially today when I want to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart. A lot of people ask me about the path that I'm going on and how do I stay focused on it and how am I making certain moves? How am I building up my content, my music, my catalog of opportunities that are coming to me? How are they coming to me? Well, we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about goals. We're going to talk about your goals, how you should really feel about your goals, when's the best time to start your goals, and how do you start? And if you are interested in any of that information, this will be the show for you. So right now, we're going to take a little break. We're going to listen to some music. We may pay some bills. This is the Marc May Show on New Soul Radio.
Introducing WSOL DB Chicago.
New Soul Radio.
Your new home for neo soul and R&B. Streaming 24/7 on our website, mobile app, or your favorite internet radio directory.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Download the New Soul Radio app or simply say, "Hey Alexa, play New Soul Radio." Powered by Solsei and Company. What does your soul say?
Want to answer one of our questions? Or have a song or artist request? Or do you just want to leave us some feedback? Call the New Soul Radio voicemail at 312-945-6376. That's 312-945-6376. Remember, we may play your message on air.
All right. We're back to the Marc May Show. I am Marc May here on New Soul Radio. And I want to talk to you guys about goals. Now, this is a conversation that I have with a lot of people. I have with people that are older than me, younger than me, a lot of people who may look up to me, or a lot of people that I may look up to myself. And we discuss the fashion of just striving for your goals and how a lot of people just aren't happy in the life that they currently have, the life that they built up for themselves. They're not filled with any type of joy for it. They wake up every day not looking forward to their day. And I talk about this in a simple song I have called Why Money Ain't Free. On that song, I say in my verse, I wake up in the morning with a frown on my face because I know I got to go through my day with a fake smile, smiling at people I don't really want to see, working at a job that I don't really want to be. And that's not a life that anybody ever wants to live. But a lot of people start questioning some things. Some of the people I talk to, they question if it's too late, if it's ever really too late for them to start on their goals, on their dreams. They feel like they're too old. They feel like they missed their opportunity, like they missed their chance. Well, I'm here today to tell you right now, emphatically, it is never too late. How late is too late? Never. It's never too late. I don't care who you are, how old you are, what you're doing, or how you're doing it. You can follow your dreams. People say that life is short. It's also the longest thing you'll deal with on this side of earth. Don't live your life going through it, not being happy, not being fulfilled. Life is short. So do something that's fulfilling to you. Today is a day for you. Whatever day it is for you that you want to go for, it's never too late for you. And I know there's a person, if you're listening to people who talk about inspiration and uplifting each other and going forward and following your dreams and goals, you might have seen this character called Garyvee. He's the one guy who is very successful in his business and his transactions. Started with a YouTube page, just reviewing wine. And he used to work with his father at a wine shop. They were immigrants. And most of his life, he was one of those students that didn't do well in school, but he found a way to become a success through being an entrepreneur and striving for his dreams. And one of those things about him that people make jokes about, but it's very insightful. Whenever he's talking to somebody and they tell him like what they want to do and how they're feeling about their dreams and how they don't know when to begin or they don't know how to begin, or that they're scared to mess up. They're scared that it's going to make their life harder, that they're not going to be able to really have time for it. He asks them, how old are you? And a lot of times there'll be a 20-year-old, there'll be a 30-year-old, there'll be 40 years old. And his answer to them is always the same. You got time. You got time. As long as you wake up every morning, every day that you live is time for you to go forth on your dreams. Every day is time. I don't care if you're 65, if you're 75, if you're 45 or 25. Every day is an opportunity and is the best time for you to go forth on your dreams. You never want to wait to the end of your life and start questioning, what if? What if has to be one of my biggest nightmares. I don't ever want to get to the end of my life and be like, man, what if I had just really went for it? What if I had just gave my all? If I didn't squander that opportunity, if I didn't just walk away from different opportunities because I was too scared. I was too worried. I let my own insecurity stop me from following the dream. Whatever your dream is, believe that you can achieve it. Because as soon as you believe that you can, or you believe that you can't, both answers are correct. In this life, you're going to go through and you're going to be busy doing something, or you're going to be busy doing nothing. I choose to do something because there's two things in life that won't wait for you. That's time and that's opportunity. So don't worry about being too old. Don't worry about being late. Don't worry about missed opportunities. Those opportunities came and they went. That's the hard truth. That's the hard pill. Should you have taken those opportunities back then or when they first came? Maybe. Or maybe you weren't ready yet. The thing is, more opportunities will come. They may not be the same, but they will still be there. If you put in the work, if you strive to really perfect your craft, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what your dream is. If your dream is to work a secure job and to make sure that your family and your loved ones are good and comfortable, hey, that's your dream. If your dream is to be the most successful business mogul in the world, hey, that's your dream. Follow it. If you want to be the best singer, the best rapper, the best actor, the best lawyer, the best doctor, whatever it is, start doing it. It doesn't matter how old you are. I know a person who was and I used to work at a middle school, and there was a young man who started working there. His mother was actually like a teacher's aide there, and he started working there after college, and he was technically a success in what people's eyes would be a success. He was a successful musician. He has toured the world. He played with famous people, famous and celebrities around the world. He's been to parties and Grammys. He was a successful musician, but he had a dream of being a doctor. Now, he was older than me. At the time, I was about 26, I'll say 25, 26. He was around the age of 33. And he went back to school. I thought it was the craziest thing in the world. This man who is, in my eyes, has already achieved things that I was dreaming of. And he was about to start completely over on a whole new path. But right now, I understand it. He fulfilled a dream, and being a musician may have been one of his dreams, but he had another one that he wanted to fulfill. And he realized that it was not too late for him to do it, but he didn't want to wait any longer. And I respect that more than anything else. No matter how old he was or how hard it may be to start over, he still made sure that he was never going to ask himself later on in life, what if? So that's the goal right now. That is what you need to go forth in your life, to never have to ask yourself, what if? And next time when you come back from this break, we're going to talk about the actions of making sure that you stay focused on what you need to do when you're following your goals. We're going to pay some bills, play some music, and we're going to listen to Why Money Ain't Free right now. So this is New Soul Radio. This is the Marc May Show. Come on back.
This podcast contains excerpts from New Soul Radio shows. For the full listening experience with music, visit newsoulradio.com. That's NUSOL radio.com.
Support the station by grabbing an iHeart Soul Music or Music Heals the Soul t-shirt in sizes up to 5X or newsoulradio.com. Social networks. Follow New Soul Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at New Soul Radio. That's New Soul Radio.
All right, we are back with the Marc May Show on New Soul Radio. Now, we just had this whole conversation about how following your goals, it's never too late to follow your dreams. It's never too late to follow your goals and whatever you strive to be in life. Now, I want to tell you, when you're actually on that road, when you're actually on the path, I want you to make sure that you stay focused and stay striving. Don't ever get completely content in your situation, because you don't want to ever lose that passion. Now, you can be in a place where you are thankful, but you don't want to get in a place where you are complacent. You can be content in situations, because being content is just the idea of being thankful and grateful for what you've built and how you've grown. But being complacent is almost like giving up. Wherever you are is wherever you're going to be. That's where you believe that that's all you can do. You can't do no better. You're not going to do no worse. It's just a lukewarm way of life. It's just a way that's just so boring. And we are way too different of people and way too interesting of people to just be boring. You don't want to get to the end and know that you were a lukewarm person, that you were just happy and complacent. And it's not even happy, that you were just boring. And I don't have a better word for that. You don't want to get in the place where you are no longer striving to do anything at all. Nothing in this world is perfect and nothing is truly complete. You always have something more to learn. You always can do something a little better and a little faster, even if it's the idea of just teaching the next generation to do something better. You always want to stay striving to do things, because when you stop doing it, when you stop using your mind, stop using your imagination, you'll lose it. And I also want you to focus on your dreams, because it's easy to be distracted. Now, I'll say this in the industry that I am in, the entertainment industry, the music industry, the acting. It is very easy to get distracted by all the glitz and glamour of everything that's going around. You have a lot of people who are just flaunting their wealth, flaunting their achievements, and you can get opportunities that will get you a moment where you can kind of be in the same spaces of these people. You can see and hang out with them. You can thrive with them. You can party with them, hang out and just chill, and you start trying to show out with them and all that. But the thing is, that's where you see a lot of people end up broke again. And I learned from a lot of unsung stories and VH1s behind the music that a lot of people get distracted in this life by the glitz and glamour, and they forget that with the glitz and glamour needs work to back it up. You gotta have that. You gotta have that passion at all times. These people who are able to sustain a long career path, are the people who put in the work. Whenever you are the head of whatever your dream is, if you have people behind you, if you have people under you, you need to understand whoever works for you needs to work less than you. And I'll say that one more time, just for emphasis sake. Whenever you have people that work for you, those people will always work less than you. Never let somebody that works for you outwork you, because it is you that is truly the foundation of whatever it is that you're building. This is your dream. This is your goal. Always keep that in your head, that you got to do this for whatever your reasoning is. And we all have different reasonings for our goals and our dreams. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be the future children. It could be just for yourself, to prove something to yourself, to prove something to the naysayers. And don't worry about the naysayers either. There's always going to be negative people in your life. What they say, one of those sayings is, they talked about Jesus and he was perfect. So if they talked about Jesus, they sure enough going to talk about you. There's not a doubt in my mind that somebody out there don't like you. Somebody out there don't like me. But I don't let that bother me. I don't let that thrive in my mind or even take any type of real estate in my head, because no matter what you do, there will always be a hater. But the thing is, when you're doing something right, that's when the haters come. So stay focused on your goal and never let the naysayers, never let the distractions of the world, never let the idea of complacency drown out your reasoning for going for your goal. Now, I hope I'm being coherent when I'm saying this. I'm hoping I'm making sense. I want to be concise in what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, once you have a goal and you realize that it's never too late to actually follow it, I want you to go on that path. Stay on that path. Consistency. Consistency is what you need. Consistency and persistence. Once you're on that path, you're going to make some achievements. You're going to reach some goals. You're going to reach some plateaus that are going to be great feelings that you achieve certain steps on the top, certain steps on your path. But you're not to get complacent in those moments. Don't set up house in the middle of a mountain when you still haven't gotten to the top. Be content and grateful for what you're doing, but don't be complacent in what you're doing, because you can always be better and learn more. Then I don't want you to get distracted by the glitz and glamour of whatever it is going on in the world. And distractions can come in many different ways. Friends can be distractions. Family can be distractions. Riches, wealth can be a distraction as well. Fake idea of wealth can be a distraction. Buying all the chains and things that aren't true assets, that don't really bring anything to you, those can all be distractions. Make sure that you're consistently focused. And then lastly, I want to just bring it around that you can't do it all by yourself. You're always going to have help. You're always going to have somebody with you. Nobody is going to make it by themselves, no matter what they're doing. You can't do it all by yourself because you can't carry the weight by yourself. It's always easier when you have a team with you. And you want a team that is just as driven as you. If you surround yourself with small-minded people, the only ideas you'll have are small. But bring in and keep people around you who think as big as you. Bring in people that you can learn from. Bring in people who are willing to work and are willing to grow, to evolve, to do better, to see better things, to be in the better places, who are striving to do more with their lives. That's the simplest I can really make, and I hope it was concise enough for you. The last thing we're going to talk about here, we're going to talk about simply how to get started. And I think that's the simplest part, the straightforward message right there. How to get started is where we're going to end this song. But right now, we're going to pay some bills and listen to some music. This is Marc May Show on New Soul Radio. Hey, this is Marc May of the Marc May Show. And if you want to be promoted on our show, you can definitely hit us up if you need to promote your business, your brand, or your product. Hit me up at marcusmay2006@gmail.com. That's MarcusMay2006@gmail.com. I can't wait to hear from you.
Take New Soul Radio with you wherever you go. Download the New Soul Radio app in the Google Play or Apple App Store by searching New Soul Radio. That's NUSOL Radio.
All right. We're back with Marc May all day on the Marc May Show here on New Soul Radio. Now, we're going to end this whole discussion right here with this simple idea. You know, people come to me and they ask me a lot of questions. In this part, I'm going to have to actually talk more about my set of goals and my set of dreams. They ask me, like, how do I just do it? How do I get started? And the thing that I tell them is very, very simple and very straightforward. Just do it. And I know it sounds ridiculous. Like, Mark, what you mean? Just do it. Like, I don't know how to do it. For me, I didn't either. Just do it. Time doesn't wait for anybody. Opportunities aren't going to come out of nowhere. You're going to have to learn on the way on a lot of things. For a lot of things, you're going to have to learn on the way. And for me personally, and my goal and my dreams, the fan base or the following base that I want will want to grow with me anyway. So the worst thing you can do is wait. Now, I don't want to get that misconstrued. I don't want anybody to miscommunicate. Oh, what am I trying to say? I don't want anybody to get that and not truly understand what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to rush and do anything. You need to prepare, but you don't need to wait. And understand the difference. Preparation is a lot of times what you do mentally, because your preparation is always remembering something, learning more information, and you are more and more prepared the more you do it. You gain knowledge best when you're actually in the midst of the work. Take it one step at a time. Too many people focus all the way on the finish line. To stop worrying about the finish line when you haven't even started the race. You can see the finish line. I need you to understand that the finish line may seem far away, but when you focus on the first step, you'll be okay. Just focus on that first step, whatever it is. For me, it was simply posting that first video. That was step number one. Boom. I'm in the game. I am in the game. That's all I needed to do is make that first post. Now, after that, I need to start making another post. Now, I need to be consistent with it. Now, I need to set times. How many should I post a day? Well, I might need to post around 2. I'm building up. No one knows who I am yet. So I need to post about 2 to 3 a day. All right. Now I do that consistently. Consistency, another key in here. Be consistent with it. Now I need to post 2 or 3. I do that for about a month. Oh, now I done went from 5 people watching me to about 10,000. Now I got 10,000 followers. What am I going to do with this? Now I got some people focusing on me. Well, I need to set something that I need them to know that I do some other things. I want to focus on not just my content, but I want to build something here. Well, I do music. I love to sing. This is why I wanted this attention. Well, I need to do some more singing stuff. Now my posts need to focus not only on being funny, but showing that I have some musicality, that I have some talent. Now I'm getting more people. Now that 10,000 from me being consistent has grown to 100,000. Now I got 100,000 people looking at me, waiting for me, complimenting me on my singing, waiting for me and pushing me to build out an album. There we go. That's the next step. The steps will grow with you. You don't need to continue to worry about the finish line. Your finish line may be that you want to be a doctor. You want to be that lawyer. You want to be a judge. Well, the first step you got to do, you got to get some good grades to get into school, get into college. Now you're in college. You got to take the right, you got to get in the curriculum to get you to the next step, to take you to that next goal. You got to go in the master program. You got to go into the doctoral program. You got to be ready for the bar. Everything simply just starts with you just doing it. You never jump from the beginning to the finish. It just doesn't happen. And for those rare moments that you see people go from the beginning to the finish, you see that it doesn't last long. And I wonder why. What did I say before? You need to be prepared. Preparation is still key. And the preparation is just a sign of you bettering yourself for the finish line. And if you jump straight forward to it, skipping over the whole journey, you're not going to be ready. Because believe me, when it comes to, I'm not at the finish line. So I'm not talking as a person looking back. I'm in the race with you. Whoever you are, who are striving for your goals, I'm right next to you. I'm striving. I'm with you. I'm in this race still. But one thing I know is that for every opportunity that comes my way, it comes because I followed the next step. The next step. I'm not looking behind me anymore. What I did is what I've done. I will bring that knowledge that I gained from that and I will bring it up here with me, but I'm focused on the future and I'm looking at my next step. I've done the album. Now with that album came some nice little jingles, some jingle ideas that I have. Now I got merch. I got merch that I'm selling. Big Boys and Beers. I got that as a brand. Now it's not only becoming a brand for my merch, but I'm becoming the brand, the Marc May brand. Now we're here. We got a Marc May show. This is a brand. I am a brand, and it all came from me posting one video one day. It came from me stop questioning myself and stop asking why should I even give this an opportunity when there's so many other people out there who do similar things that I do. I stop worrying about the things around me and I start focusing on me, what I have to bring. I'm not like anybody else and nobody's like me. And I stopped questioning and I said, why not instead of why? And I just did it. I just did it. And that's what you have to do. I know it sounds mundane. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds idiotic sometimes. It's so simple that it can't be true. But it is. It is. It's just no better advice to give you. Just do it. Stop waiting. Nobody's going to come give you the opportunity without seeing you putting in effort, because you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's waiting on you to just show that you really want it. Just do it. Stop worrying about how to do it. Stop worrying about how you're going to do it. Just do it. Just do it. I swear I'm not sponsored by Nike. I'm not sponsored by Nike, but it is a simple slogan that is still true and reigns true. But we're going to play some music. We're going to pay some bills. Come on back for the ending of the Marc May Show for this episode on New Soul Radio. Yo, this is Marc May from the Marc May Show on New Soul Radio, and you can always listen to me on Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time at newsoulradio.com.
Introducing WSOL DB Chicago.
New Soul Radio.
Your new home for neo soul and R&B. Streaming 24/7 on our website, mobile app, or your favorite internet radio directory.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Download the New Soul Radio app or simply say, "Hey Alexa, play New Soul Radio." Powered by Solsei and Company. What does your soul say?
All right. Marc May on the Marc May Show on New Soul Radio. Now, we done had this long discussion about striving for our dreams. We talked about how it's never too late to follow your dreams and how you need to stay focused. And the best time to start is right now, to just do it. Today is the day. The finish line is waiting for you. So you got to start the race. You got to start the race. And if you guys want to tell me something, want to ask me any kind of questions, or you have any comments that you want to tell me, you can always call and leave a voicemail just for me from Marc May on the Marc May Show at 312-945-6376. Again, I'll say it one more time for you. 312-945-6376. And if you ask a question, and if you ask a comment, if you have something to say to me, it may get played on the radio. You may hear your voice on here. So if that's a dream of yours to be on the radio, but you don't really want to have a show, hey, you got an opportunity right now to hear yourself. And also, if you want to listen to this later, if this is something that gave you some information that you might want to listen to later, understand that this will also be available as a podcast on every Sunday evening following the week. So the week of, this is going to air on 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Mondays. That next Sunday, this will also be set as a podcast on iHeartRadio, on Spotify, Audible, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, it will be here. And this will also be replayed on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you'll have multiple opportunities to hear my voice and to let you know something about yourself and something about these goals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to tell you guys and make sure you follow me on TikTok. That's Marc_May. That's MARC_MAY on TikTok, and Mr. Unpopular on Instagram. That's MR_unpopular1 on Instagram. You can also follow me on YouTube and Marc May, and you can listen to my music on all streaming platforms. That's Apple, Tidal, Amazon, Spotify. They're all there. Wherever you listen to your music, you'll find Marc May. And know that I am dropping an album. Yes, applause, wherever you are. Go ahead and clap your hands. I'm dropping my first self-produced album called New Me. It's coming out May 20th, 2022. Marc May and May. That's what we're calling. That's what we're going by right now when we're marketing this. Marc May and May. It's going to be dropping May 20th. One more time. That's New Me by Marc May. It's going to be on all your streaming platforms as well. Make sure you support. Make sure you support each other. Make sure you love yourself. Make sure you keep striving, keep believing, keep going, and keep asking, why not? Why not me? Why not be greater than I was before? It's been great right now. Hope you guys have a great week. You guys be blessed, but be better than blessed. Be a blessing. It's Marc May on the Marc May Show. This is New Soul Radio.
This is Solsei. What does your soul say?